Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Oscar Mikey, and today I've got another guide for you on Sievert. It's been a while since the last one, but today we're looking at Makeshift Camp, and we're going to do an overview of the map. I'm going to show you what's going on there, the points of interest, what you should be looking out for, and yeah, let's get right into it. So this one here is Makeshift Camp. It's the second map you unlock after Forest. You unlock this one after the Path to Makeshift Camp quest that you get from the barman. For that one, you have to kill a couple of specific bandits and like 5 bandits in general on Forest. It's pretty easy. And then you'll unlock Makeshift Camp. So you just select it at the train conductor and go there. So this is Makeshift Camp, and a lot of times the RNG makes this map look kind of funny. It comes in like funny shapes, and you'll have to like go around these like little peninsulas that come out. This is the non-accessible areas, but there's a few points of interest you need to memorize for this map. So this is the first one you're going to have to deal with. This is the power station where the radio tower is, and the lab. The lab is located here. You will have to fix the radio tower with a special repair kit as one of the early quests, but when you get here, there's going to be these blue electrical anomalies, and when you kill them, they drop blue crystals. There's always 3 of them on the outside. Just go around, kill them, and you got the crystals. And there's a few electronics boxes too. There's one here. I think there's 4 in total. There's another one right here. There's another one here, and then there's another one in the bottom corner right near the entrance. And this is the radio tower that you have to repair for the quest. This is the entrance to the lab, and for this area, there's 4 key cards in total that you'll need to access all of it. The red one is the entrance key, so that's for this, like when we get inside, that's for this door here. The second one is for the main room. That's kind of in the back and to the left. That's where the big is. The next one's the supply key, which is where all of the boxes are, all the attachment boxes, filing cabinets, ammo boxes, all the loot is basically. And then the last one is for the elevator key, which is in the back right corner. It unlocks that underground area with all the ghouls, and this is also for a quest. This place is full of spiders. It's absolutely chock full of spiders and ghouls. At least this first level is full of spiders. I am in debug mode, so I'm not going to run out of ammo or die. I basically have God mode on. The entire lower half can basically be ignored unless you want to go for, like, oh shit. Unless you want to go for filing cabinets or toolboxes. A lot of these rooms, they don't really have much going on in them. Like, this is the cafeteria. You got some vending machines. There's nothing back here. Like, there can be filing cabinets and maybe a bag in the bathroom, I think. But for the most part, these rooms down here are useless. You can get all these spiders and get the spider eyes. Actually, looting the spiders and getting these things, these are like 600 a piece. And that's a lot of money, so if you want to get more spider eyes, there's always these guys down here. But we go back up this way. Make sure you go past the turbine room here. And this room here is going to have an infestation. Clear them out. And the next key is going to be the key for the main room, which is this green one. You have to find this one in raid, and it's on this little body here. It's on this Crimson Corporation body. And then the main room is up here and to the left. Watch out for more ghouls and spiders over there. This is the door. Unlock it with the key, and then there's a big, it's usually in the top left corner. No, there it is. Okay, this one got stuck, but that's the big right there. But then you come up here to this big vat or tube or whatever the hell this thing is, and you loot it. And this is where the documents are going to be for that quest when you get this lab quest. And now we go from the main room all the way over to the right side here. There's going to be more spiders. They can be in these little offices too. Electronics box down there. Come down this hallway, and this is the storage room. That's going to be the yellow key. The main room key does get used when you open up the door. Supply key, that'll open this one. And there's 2 blinks in here. Or there's, yeah. I thought there was a second one. It's just in the corner. And look at all this loot. There's tons of safes, tons of filing cabinets, attachment boxes, ammo boxes. Well, that's a lot of loot for you. And then the next key is for the elevator in the back right corner here. That's the purple one. And it opens up this door, you use it, and you can go down into the bottom level of the lab. And this place has so many ghouls in it. It's full of just full of infestations and ghouls. No spiders down here. Yeah, that's a lot of shooting. That is a lot of ghouls. You better make sure you bring a lot of ammo when you have to come down here for this quest. But then in the final room in the back, there's 3 bigs. 1, 2, and the last one should be around here somewhere. There it is. Boom. And you'll find all these crystals. You can loot the purple crystals. These are kind of valuable. And when you come down here, you're going to have to loot the console. I think you get a special circuit from this console for the quest. And that's it. That's the whole lab. Next location is the motel. Right now, it's been taken over by the bandits because I've already completed the quest. But when you come to it for the first time, you'll see there's going to be an infestation right here that'll spit a bunch of ghouls out at you at first. But when you get in here, the whole inside is going to be infested with ghouls too. But for me, it's going to be bandits at the moment because I've already completed the quest. And there's all these rooms. And they have filing cabinets, safes, vending machines, lots of things for you to get. There's one with a safe. Safes have cash and gold items like chains and perfumes, watches, that kind of thing. There's filing cabinets in the back corner there. Another safe. There's a bag right there, so yeah, bags as well. And when you get down here, this is the room where the body is going to be for that second part of the quest where you have to retrieve the documents. And there's going to be a lot of ghouls in here guarding it. There's going to be like a big cluster of them. There's no infestation in here, but it's just like 10 or 15 ghouls just on top of the body. Grab the documents, get out, and you've completed the quest. And when you do that, you'll see that the bandits have taken it over just like this. Next point of interest is going to be the train station. So this is a really important area, actually. It's always going to be all the way on the left side. It's going to be sitting, like, obviously on the train tracks, and it's always going to be on this left side here. So just follow the train tracks to it. This is where we're going to find one of the bosses of Makeshift Camp. His name is Oral, and he's kind of a sniper character. Think Sherman from Escape from Tarkov. And there's usually, like, I don't know, I'd say 15 bandits guarding him. And they're all like variations of like class 2, class 3, class 1. You have to punch through them to get to Oral. Oh shit, my aim is off. Oral is going to be near the back. He can aggro from pretty far away because he is a sniper. There he is. I'm actually going to show you how far he can shoot at you from. He's shooting at me from way off screen now. That's him. I can't even... I can like barely see his muzzle. So he can hit you from pretty far away. I find the best strategy to fight this guy is to get in close. You can get in pretty close to him if you go down on this southern side on the bottom edge. That's what I typically do. Bring in a submachine gun with some good AP ammo, or maybe even like an AK with some PS or something like that. And you can delete him pretty quick. He's got class 4 armor. He drops it 100% of the time, I think. And this is his gun. You can get it in like a few different variants. It just depends on RNG, what kind of like furniture he's got on there. He can get the modern furniture or like a couple of different scopes, a bigger magazine. Just depends on the RNG. And as for the train station itself, there's a warehouse in the back. There's a safe outside the warehouse, so you can get some cash and gold items. You go in here, there's toolboxes, filing cabinets, and one electronics box. It's a tool box right there, filing cabinets in the back, another toolbox there, and a electronics box on the left side. You can loot all the bandits, of course, and then down here you've got 2 sheds. They can spawn filing cabinets or toolboxes. And then there's actually 2 more sheds at the very top. How did I miss you? Yeah, 2 more sheds, toolboxes, or filing cabinets. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about for Makeshift is the second boss. He's actually technically the first boss. He was here before Oral was added. His name is Armin, and he is also kind of like a pseudo-sniper kind of character. His weapon is a 9x39. It's basically the VSS, if you've ever heard of that. It's a very powerful gun. It does a lot of damage, and he can hit you from some pretty serious range with it. Armin is kind of crazy. He's a little bit cracked. He runs around a lot, He's very spazzy. He can flank you really easily, so be careful about that. He's wearing class 4 armor. It doesn't always drop on him when you kill him. He just absolutely clapped a bandit or somebody right there. He doesn't always drop his armor, but his armor is very good. If he does drop it, I recommend you take it because it's got great radiation and anomaly protection, and it's class 4, which is pretty decent. Next thing you need to know about Makeshift Camp is there's another trader. He's kind of like Igor on Forest. His name is Mr. Junk, and he lives in this little sewer here. He's kind of like Gollum. He's like, "You're precious." He's like guarding his little treasure and stuff. Yeah, he's got like a stash behind this fence here, and you can go get it. You need the key, which is on him. You have to kill him for the key. If you try to go in here without the key, be careful because see this robot here? It'll kill you. It's basically a sentry. You try to open the door and it'll kill you immediately. And when you kill him and get the key, you can go in and loot it. I believe the loot respawns every day or something like that. I never kill this guy actually because it's just, his stuff is so cheap. Like for all of his weapon parts, it's 2,400. He doesn't sell armor, ammo, guns, attachments, none of that stuff. Only like weapon parts, ammo, scraps, pots, game stations, like all this shit. He sells all this. Great materials for crafting if you ever need that, or building modules. But when you first find him, you can't start trading with him right away. You have to do a quest for him first, and the quest is called Gregory's Ring. For that quest, he wants you to go to the swamp map and retrieve a ring from his friend or maybe his partner or something. They're dead on the swamp, and you have to find their grave, retrieve the ring, and bring it back to Mr. Junk to unlock trading for him. And there's actually a difference between what Mr. Junk actually sells to you and what he keeps in his little stash. The loot that he has in his stash is more random and not exactly the same. So I'm going to kill him. I'm going to take his key. Let's take a look at his stash. It's more randomized. You get a couple of cool items in there. We got 2 golden Zippos. We got some scrap materials, armor parts. We got 3 golden Zippos. 4 golden Zippos. Holy shit. Okay, that's actually pretty sick. So it's just kind of up to you what you want to do. If you want to risk the RNG to get some cool items in his treasure, in his little stash there, or you want to keep him alive and do some trading with him for some consistent like crafting materials. And he doesn't show up on the map for you until you find him the first time. After you find him the first time, he will be in this little orange circle, and you'll be able to find him from then on, just like this. As far as like other smaller things to look out for in Makeshift Camp, there's bandits obviously on this map, and ghouls and boars and wolves as well. The boars can spawn on their little nest with their little boulders and their rocks and stuff. Wolves can spawn randomly around the map just like on Forest. Ghouls will obviously spawn all around the motel when you're doing the motel quest, and then after that, it's going to be full of bandits and stuff. You can encounter the little bandit camps that have like toolboxes and filing cabinets and stuff. There's also the pumping stations where you can find electronics boxes and attachment boxes. And there's big junkyards too. There's big like mazes made of wrecked cars that have lots of toolboxes in them. So if you need to find toolboxes, if you need craftable materials, it might be worth going in there to get them. But the junkyards are very, very radioactive. There's a lot more radiation in there, so be prepared for that. And there's actually one camp in particular that's populated by bandits, and there's always bandits fighting like 1 or 2 green army soldiers when you first find them. I have found 2 of these locations on Makeshift Camp before in the same raid. You can loot all the bandits for their weapons and their equipment and stuff, and there's a couple of boxes in the top right. There's usually a med box and an attachment box up there waiting for you. And then there's a toolbox in the top left corner as well. Alright guys, that's about it for Makeshift Camp. I hope you found this guide helpful and useful, and I hope it helps you on your raids in Makeshift Camp and Sievert. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.